Dear friends, welcome to Learning About. In this video, I'm going to solve some of the previous year numerical ability questions asked in TCS NQT. So part 1 of this video is already available on our channel. You can go through that. So whatever topics that I have not covered, okay, so I've tried to cover it in this video. So now regarding the complete pattern, syllabus, okay, how to prepare for this TCS NQT, all that, there is a separate video for that. Link to that video is also in the given in the description below. You can look at it, okay. So whether it is a TCS NQT or TCS Ninja or the TCS off campus, okay, the cognitive is common. Only the IT programming is optional in case of TCS NQT, and in case of Ninja and off campus it is compulsory, okay. So anyhow, we'll move on to this particular part, numerical ability. Okay, so I had solved 11 questions from different topics in the previous video. I'll start from question number 12 here. So the variation in temperatures throughout the day. So this question is basically on standard deviation. So in statistics you get about 5 questions, okay. So you have to know the formula for like mean, median, mode, okay, standard deviation, mean variation and all that. So here they have asked to find the standard deviation, but they have given only like 2 values, okay. So one minimum value and another maximum value. So temperature is recorded, okay. So minimum temperature is 8 and maximum temperature is 36, and what we want is the standard deviation, okay, in degree centigrade. Now, so standard deviation, this is the formula, right? So now in the formula, now this is standard deviation. Now this is like each variable, okay, each value of the population. This is the mean value, and n is the number of items, right? So as far as this question is concerned, it is very simple, and this stands for summation, right? So we have to here first let's calculate the mean value. Now 8 plus 36 is 44, and 44 by 2, 22. The mean value, this is 22, okay. So here what we have is 8. Now actually this can be done directly. Now that we have the mean value 22, now one minimum value is 8. So 8 minus 22 is 14, okay. And 36 minus 22 is also 14. So 14 square we have twice. Divide by n value is 2. So finally we have root of 14 square. So the answer is 14. We can mark it and move on. But anyhow, for better clarity, instead of saying it orally, I'm trying to write this. So 8 minus 22 whole square plus 36 minus 22 whole square by 2. So what we have is 14 square plus 14 square by 2. So twice 14 square, and we have to take root of that, okay. So that's 14, okay. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and 14 square, root of 14 square is 14 itself. The answer option C, that we have already said, right? So question number 12, answer option C. Now question number 13, data interpretation question. Data interpretation, you mostly get table data. As far as TCS NQT is concerned, mostly you get data in the form of table or bar chart, okay. So not often you get pie chart, but here I have taken a pie chart, right? So now this shows the expenditure of a family on different items like grocery, miscellaneous, healthcare, entertainment, transport and education. Now here they have given a very simple question. Now grocery and healthcare together is 18,000, okay. So grocery, what is the percentage? Now grocery is 15%, entertainment is 15%, I'm sorry, healthcare is 15%. So together, okay, 15 plus 15, totally 30%. Now this is 18,000, right? So if 30% is equal to 18,000, how much is the total expenditure of the family? So 30% by 100% is equal to 18,000 by x. You solve for x, you will get 60,000. Now that's the answer for this question. Answer option B, 60,000 is the answer. Solving means you can just actually directly cut it out, okay. That is percentage and percentage goes off, okay. So 0 and 0 goes off. 3 is like 6,000, okay. So it's direct. So x is 60,000. Answer option B for question number 13. Very simple data interpretation question. Now question number 14, they're asking for mean deviation. So they have given like 10 values, okay. So you want to go for the mean deviation. So for which, first of all, you need mean of all the values, okay. So mean of all the value, and then you have to take the individual variables, find the difference, and then go for summation and then divide by the total number of values. So first let's sum it up. 8 plus 9 is 17, 17 plus 29, 44, 60, 80, 104, 134, 166, and totals 200, totally 10 items. So the mean value is 20. Okay, so the mu or this mean value is 20. Right, now we have to find the difference between each of these values. Okay, so 8 minus 20 is 12. Now this 9 minus 20 is 11, 12 minus 20 is 8, 15 minus 20 is 5, 16 minus 20 is 4, this is 5, sorry, 20 minus 20, this is 0, 24 minus 20 is 4, 30 minus 20 is 10, 32 minus 20 is 12, 34 minus 20 it is 14. Okay, now if you sum up all this, now 12 plus 11 is 23, plus 8 is 31, 36, 40, 44, 54, okay, 54 plus 12 is 66, 66 plus 14 is 80. Okay, so this 80 by 10. Okay, now that's 8 is the answer for this question. Right, so usually it is represented in the form of table and all that. Okay, but you don't have that much time. Okay, so hardly for about 25-26 questions you have only about 40 minutes. Okay, so you can't be putting a table and then finding the difference and all that. Okay, so just like within the whatever space available, just do the calculation as quickly as possible and move on. Okay, and don't ever try to use calculator for such questions, because 10 variables and all that, it's going to take time. So just do it, you know, like in whatever, you know, like quick method that is possible. Okay, so once again I'll just repeat this part alone. First I sum up all the numbers. Okay, I get the mean value 20, then I'm writing this 8 minus 20, 8 minus 20 is 12, 9 minus 20 is 11, like that. Okay, so each number I'm subtracting with the mean value. For example, finally 34 minus 20 is 14, so I'm just summing up all these numbers, I'm getting 80. So that 80 by 10, 8 is the answer for this question. Answer option B, 8 is the answer for the question. Okay, right, now question number 15. Now this is another data interpretation question. So though it is a data interpretation question, it involves ratio, it involves weighted average. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why I've added this question here. So data, you have 3 students XYZ and their marks are given 78, 80. Okay, now very importantly, please read, they say that the percentage marks obtained by the 3 students XYZ in the 4 components assessment ABCD of a paper whose respective weightages are 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so they are not equal. So it is like you have a theory paper whose weightage is 4 credits, you have another theory paper whose weightage is 3 credit. Okay, you have a lab paper probably, or weightage is 2 credit. Okay, and you have another co-curricular activity paper which is like 1 credit. Okay, or a compulsory paper which is 1 credit, and so on. Okay, so that it is like that. Now they are asking for the ratio of average percentage of X in A, X in AB. Okay, now when you take percentage, you can't just put 78 plus 85, okay, by 2. That you can't do, because you have to consider the weight when you go for percentage, right? So percentage of X in A and B to Y and Z combined in C and D. Okay, so this calculation we have to do. Okay, it takes a little bit of time, but still it is easy to solve. Now X in A is 78. Okay, now 4 credit for the I'm sorry, weightage is 4 for that, plus 3 into 85. Okay, by 4 plus 3, 7, by 4 plus 3, 7. Now that will be like so that's 312 plus 255 by 7, so that would be 567 by 7, 81. Okay, now the best thing to do is to mark this and move on, otherwise you will be wasting your time, right? Because no other value, whether 28 or 326, 342, okay, you don't, you know, like there is no possibility of, you know, like getting, of course there is it is a little risk. Okay, it is a little risk to stop and move on. Okay, because it is better to confirm the other part, but still if you want to take the risk, since, you know, like you don't find any factor. See, if you find any factor of 81, right, then you can maybe you can, I mean, if you find any factor on this part, what I'm saying is, in the answer choice, this part, okay, if you find any factor of 81 or any multiple of 81, then maybe you can, when I say factor of 81, like 3 or 27 or 9, okay, then you can be worried, okay. Or if you find any multiple of 81, you can be worried. You don't find anything like that, you can just move on, okay. Though might be, unfortunately, you may end up with a little risk, but you'll be saving a lot of time, okay. But otherwise, how to solve this, let us see, okay. Now we have to consider YZ in two subjects C and D, okay. So let's consider Y first. So 64 into 2 is 128 plus 71. I'll just write it as it is, 128 plus 71. Now that's 199. I'm sorry, 73. Sorry, 201. Okay, 201 by 3. That is 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 weightage. That's 3. That's 67. Okay. Now here, this is 162 plus 75. Okay, that's 237 by 3. Now that's 79, right? And so 79 plus 67 by 2. See, we have already considered all the weights. Okay, so now we can here divide by 2, right? Now that would be 146 by 2. That's 73. Okay, so 87 is to 73. Now that's the answer for this question. Answer option D, question number 15. Now question number 16. So I think in the previous video I had solved, like a simplification question maybe, okay, but this kind of like root question we have not solved. So I added it here. So which among the following has the least value? Now the best thing to do here is, of course, to go for calculator, okay, because in TCS NQT usually they permit you to use calculators. So just go for calculator, that will be better, okay. But okay, so anyhow, let's just go for calculator first. So when you go for calculator, the difference between this would be like 0.0571, this would be 0.0579, this would be 0.0575, and this would be 0.583. Okay, I'm sorry, 0.583. So the least value is answer option A. You can mark it and move on. Okay, you can mark it and move on. Let us say you are curious. You're curious how to solve this without calculators. Okay. Now, what we normally do is, when we have this, we just multiply by the conjugate. Okay. So when I say conjugate, here you will multiply by root 77 plus root 76. Here you will multiply by root 75 plus root 74. Here you will multiply with root 76 plus root 75. Here, of course, root 74 plus root 73. Okay. Now, all this gives you 1. All this gives you 1. Now, the product is equal. The product is equal. Okay. Now, among, okay, the conjugates that you have used, if you look at logically, right, now this will be the maximum value, that is root 77 plus root 76 would be the maximum value, right? In that case, right, now since the product is all equal, if this is the maximum value by logic, because that's when you compare all other numbers, 77 and 76 are highest. Okay, so root 77 root 76 will yield, root 77 plus root 76 will yield more value. Okay, so that is the maximum. So which means, and the product outcome is all equal, so which means this should be minimum. This should be minimum. So that's answer option A for question number 16. Now question number 17. Another question where you can use a little trick. So the curved surface area of a cylinder, again, so you have to know the curved surface area, volume, okay, of cylinder, cuboid, cube, okay, sphere, Okay, so all these formulas, if you're familiar, it will be helpful. So the curved surface area of a cylinder is 1012 centimeter square. Height of the cylinder is 23 centimeter. What is the volume of the cylinder? Okay, now first of all, curved surface area, the formula is 2 pi r square h, right? I'm sorry, 2 pi r h, 2 pi r h, and the volume is pi r square h. Volume of the cylinder is pi r square h, right? Now what is the difference here? The difference is, now this to this you have to multiply by r by 2. You have to multiply by r by 2, right? So in which case I'm just giving a kind of a shortcut here, okay? But I'll solve with the conventional method. I'll definitely solve it with the conventional method, okay? So this 1012, okay, into r by 2 will give you this value, volume, right? So first divide by 2 here. Now what you get is 506. Okay, now among the given options, okay, which one is a multiple of 506? Option A is a multiple of 506, because 506 into 7 is 3542, right? So that should be the answer. This again, right, without like any good confirmation, I'm just doing this, but this will actually work, okay? But these things you can do if you are good with numbers, okay? If you're good with numbers, you can do these things, but otherwise how to solve it conventionally, let's look at it, okay? So first let me write the formula properly. Curved surface area 2 pi r h, now that is equal to 1012. So 2 into 22 by 7 into r into 23 is equal to 1012. Okay, now 22, if I simplify, because this is a multiple of 11, I can, you know, the divisibility test for 11, right? So you can see it's a multiple of 11. So this is like 4 times 88, and then 13, 132, it is 6. So 23, it is 2. Now this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. You will get r equal to 7. R equal to 7, right? Now what we want is pi r square h. That's the volume of the cylinder, okay? So 22 by 7 into r square, 22 by 7 into r square is like 7 into 7 into the height is 23. So 7 and 7 will get cancelled. 7 into 23 into 22. Okay, so that maybe you can write it as 22 into 161. Now 22 into 1 is 22. 22 into 16 is 352. 354. Okay, so 3542. That's answer option A for question number 17. Answer option A. Question number 18. A compound interest problem. Looks big, but it can be solved easily. So compound interest, we know the formula. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n. So in this question, principal is 30,000 into 1 plus r by 100. Okay, 3 years. Now that's 51840. I recommend you to watch my percentage video on this. That will be useful to solve this like quickly. Okay, so 51840 by 30,000. So if you solve, you get 1.728. okay, now we know what is 1728, okay, which is like 12 cube. Okay, 12 cube, right? So the moment we look at it, we can make a guess. You will get r is equal to 20%. Okay, you get r is equal to 20%. Now what is the next part? Now if suppose for 6 months, okay, compounded quarterly, what will be the 6 months interest for compounded quarterly? Now that is what we are supposed to find. Okay, so now when you say compounded, now per annum it is 20% interest. Okay, see, if suppose you still have a doubt, okay, I'll solve this part also. 1 plus r by 100 is equal to 1.2. okay, so because 1.728 cube is 1.2, right? So now, so 100 plus r by 100 equal to 1.2. Now solve for all, you will get 20, but this I can directly get 20. That's why I'm asking you to watch that percentage video. That will be helpful. Now here, so now this is per annum, so quarterly that will be like 5% quarterly, right? So 30,000, okay, 5% interest on that would be 1500. That's the first quarter. Okay, now second quarter would be, that's the first quarter. The second quarter would be this 1500 plus in 5% interest, that is quarterly interest on this. Okay, so that's 1575. If you total it up, it is 3075. That's answer option A for this question. Question number 18, answer option A, 3075. Now question number 19, they have asked median. Okay, so usually we know how to calculate the median. Now this is median for a frequency table. Okay, so let's get this, but before that we need the formula. Okay, so first, what is the first step here? We have to write the range. Okay, so that is, we have to write these values: 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. This we have to write, and then we have to write the frequency. What is the frequency? 10, 15, 12, 15 and 8. Then we have to write the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means this is 10. Now 10 plus 15 is 25, 25 plus 12 is 37, and 35 plus 37 plus 15 is 52, 52 plus 8 is 60. Okay, now how many items are there? Like 5 items are there. Okay, 5 items are there, right? So now 60, so sorry, totally there are 60 items. There are totally 60 items. Okay, right. Now let's try to fit into the formula. Okay, now L is the lower class boundary of the group containing the median. Okay, now first of all, where to identify the median? Now just go for middle of this. Okay, middle of this is 60 by 2, that will be 30. Okay, now where is 30? 30 is here, because now you look at the cumulative frequency. Now 10 to 20 is up to 25 only, so 30 lies here. 30 lies here in the group 20 to 30. Okay, so that's our median group. So lower boundary of the group is like this is 20 plus n by 2, number of values by 2. Now number of values is 60. Okay, number of values is 60. That is the total number of items. That is this. We sum up all this, that is 60. Now that is what we have got it as the cumulative frequency here. So n by 2 is 60 by 2 minus b, the cumulative groups, cumulative frequency of the groups before the median group. Now that is this cumulative frequency before the median group is 25. So 60 by 2 minus 25 by frequency of the median group. Frequency of the median group is this 12. That's the frequency of the median group. Okay, now into the width, group width. Okay, now group width is 10, 20, 30, I mean 0 to 10 or 10 to 20, 20 to 30, this is 10. Okay, now let's try to solve this. So we get 20 plus 30 minus 25 is 5. So 5 by 12 into 10. Okay, so that will be like 5 by 6. So that is 20 by 25 by 6. That's 20 plus 25 by 6 is 4.166. So total is 24.166. So that's question number 19, answer option D. So we come to the last question. Now this question, we can use either the conventional method or the shortcut. As far as the shortcut is concerned, so this, now he's buying 25 identical toys, okay, for a price rupees p. Okay, so probably you can even assume some value. For example, you can assume 100 rupees. Okay, you can assume some 100 rupees. Now some of that, okay, some of that he sold for that 100 rupees and he made a 8% profit. Okay, so 8% profit on the selling price. Okay, so that is what is given, because that 8% profit on the selling price. Suppose if you assume he bought it for 100, he had made 8 rupees profit. Okay, so I'll just tell you. Now I am assuming for convenience, okay, because instead of using equations, I am assuming P equal to 100. Okay, in that case, if I say 8% profit, now that means I have made 8 rupee profit. I made 8 rupee profit. Now 100 minus 8, okay, 100 is the price at which I have sold and minus 8 is 92. Now 92 is the actual cost of the item that I have sold. Okay, because selling price minus profit gives me, selling price minus profit gives me the cost price. So cost price is 92 means, now if I have assumed selling price, I'm sorry, if I have assumed P as 100, I've got 25 toys means per item it is 24, sorry, per item it is 4 rupee. So which means if I have actually sold out the item worth 92, that's only the cost price, means I have sold 92 by 4, I have sold out 23 items. I have sold out 23 items. Now this, the same calculation that I am saying, you can also do it quickly. Okay, right. So the answer is answer option B, 23 items. That's answer for question number 20. Okay. So the reasoning ability videos are also there in the channel. Okay, and so there are also videos in Tamil for the same, you know, like content, like numerical ability and reasoning ability, but I have not repeated any of the questions. Okay, almost I have not repeated any question. So you can so those of you who know the language can use that video as well. And thanks for watching the video. You know, if you have any questions, please do post your questions in the comment section below. We'll be very happy to answer your questions. If you like my methods, please click on the like button and then share it with your friends. And if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day and all the best for your exams.